the head of the UN that was raising her hand constantly, always in favor of Israel, every other nation on earth saying no, but yes every time. Well, this is Linda Thomas, and she was confronted the other day. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm not putting up anything to interrupt you or ask questions.
No
Go ahead.
attacks in Gaza before October 7th.
I'm sorry.
There
Do you know
were
what
no-
Hey, Linda. What about the children of Gaza, Linda? If you care about people, tens of thousands of children in Gaza have been massacred, Linda.
Who would possibly be booing, Jen?
Whoever they pay to sit in the back, operatives, Dem operatives, a handful of like, you know, elitist white Zios, but I mean, mostly
You mean like these two old ladies sitting right there?
I don't know that they're the ones booing, but I will tell you, I watched this for a while and there's a whole bunch of plants that do stand up in the audience. So there's a lot more protesters that are there than actually booers.
The thing that is so ironic about this particular image is that for anybody who doesn't know, and this is where our good friends John Nichols of The Nation and Harvey K of University of Wisconsin Green Bay,
cheeseheads here.
Robert La Follette. Does anybody know who that man is? That man was the most successful socialist politically that this country's ever seen. And this is being done.
But I do see that they're in Madison.
Mm-hmm. But this is the speech that's being given in the presence of a man who would have 1,000% been on the sides of these people saying free Palestine.
Good. But there's
three ceasefire resolutions were vetoed by you as the Israeli regime was pouring 2,000-pound bunker buster bombs on schools and hospitals.
Thank you so much.
Tens of thousands of children have been massacred in Gaza.
Yeah, we appreciate your sentiment.
The Israeli regime calls Palestinian children animals and subhuman animals.
You appreciate this. You appreciate the sentiment when somebody's like saying to congratulate you for something. I appreciate the sentiment. You appreciate the sentiment that they're standing up against a genocide. This is why I don't go to these things, and I'm going to end up getting in trouble. Like, that's the thing. I'll be at one and I'm going to lose my shit. That bitch voted against the ceasefire 3 times. And let's be clear, whoever sits in that position would have done the same thing. It's not like it's her personally. That's what we need to remember. She's just a tool.
Tool for a lot of money and power.
We're here to hear from you, Ambassador.
You are spineless power, Linda. You are spineless. You are a puppet for Zionist imperialism. You're a puppet for Western imperialism. You're a puppet for genocide. That's what you are, Linda. That's what you are. We don't know it. You are afraid. You're all implicit in genocide. You are genocidal police. You're born in the Hague. You allow tens of thousands of children to be massacred. Why do you allow my friends and family in Gaza to be massacred? You're a freak. You're a freak. We wake up every day with tens of thousands of pictures of shredded Palestinian babies. You're a mother.
Your views are really important, but you have to be able to listen as
7 Sacraments, that Debbie is a friendly troll. I think I know who it is. Don't worry about the Debbie in the chat, guys. That's a friendly troll. It's somebody who I think is just playing with us. Anyway, continue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
well to others. The suffering that is taking place in Gaza right now, no one, not me,
It's your
not
fault,
anyone
Linda.
in
Why
this
did you
room.
veto the ceasefire agreement 3 times?
What is the cause of the suffering in Gaza? I'm
The cause
listening.
of the suffering in Gaza was initiated, and I'm gonna be very, very honest with you.
Oh, really?
On October 7th, there were no attacks in Gaza before October 7th.
So that is the lie to end all lies.
I want to jump out of my skin. See, now this is where when we have the new graphic where the rage-o-meter is going to have to come out, because the rage that I feel. So there's been nothing in Gaza since before October 7th. Oh my God.
There were no attacks on Gaza before October 7th. Could you imagine being a black woman who lived through the civil rights era and is sitting up there saying that shit?
No. And the thing is that we're not allowed to say what I really want to say. We need to.
If Mo was here,
or she'd say something. Reference. Let me just forward people to Tim Black on how to talk about this.
And what I will say, which I think is actually a very good transition and very good of your fellow tribes member, Kat, and agree to bring this up, Jen.
Yes.
What happened 77 years ago on this day?
Okay, so guys, for people who do not know, May 15th is considered Nakba Day. And I need to preface this with May 14th, which also happens to be my birthday, is Israel Independence Day. So I grew up sharing my birthday with Israel Independence Day. So of course, while I'm simultaneously celebrating my birthday, it's the worst day in the whole like world for Palestinians the day after that, right? Because that's when their whole freaking world fell apart. But so the 15th is recognized as Nakba Day, and it really is I can't even say commemorate because we're still in it. It hasn't stopped. There is no PTSD. There's no P. There's just TSD. So the Nakba, for people who do not, if anybody in our channel doesn't know what the Nakba is when the Zionists expelled 700 and or massacred 750,000 Palestinians in May of 48. Actually, it started really earlier than that, but May 14th was the day that Israel declared its independence as a state, even though it was in violation at the time of the UN in any event. So the 15th is Nakba Day. And that's what I don't even, it's not even a post. We're still Nakba. How can we say, it hasn't stopped. It just hasn't stopped.
Let's finish it up.
In Gaza before October 7th.
I'm sorry, do you
You're
know what the
liar.
Nakba is?
You're a liar.
Do you know what the Nakba is?
I do.
You are a liar.
1948. How would you describe what the Nakba is? In your own words,
In
I would like to hear your
1948, I
response.
wasn't there, and neither were you, and
Neither
we
was
all
I.
know what happened.
But you know
We
what?
know what
One
happened.
genocide does not justify another.
What do we know happened? Because that woman in the audience took it as one genocide doesn't justify another. True. Very true. But that's implying that what happened in 1948 had to do with the Holocaust against the Jewish people, and that's what happened. And so therefore, that's what justifies the existence of the state of Israel. And that's just not true.